Hello and welcome to Transport Histories, a platform dedicated to uncover the hidden stories, cultures, and systems that shape how people move. In each episode, we travel through time and place to understand how transport evolves and why it matters. In today's episode, I explore the origin of the term Boda Bodas used for motorcycle taxis in Uganda and other East African countries. Motorcycle taxis across East Africa are widely known as Boda Bodas. In Swahili, they are also referred to as piki piki. Historically, the term Boda Bodas originated from a bicycle-based transport system that emerged along the Uganda-Kenya border in the 1960s and 1970s. Initially, Boda Bodas were bicycles used to transport people and goods across border posts separating Uganda and Kenya, particularly in Busia and later Malaba. This service allowed farmers, traders, and travelers to bypass bureaucratic delays and costs associated with formal motorized cross-border transport. Operators around the borders would call out Boda Boda to attract customers, a phrase that was gradually localized into Boda Boda. A major transformation in the cross-border transport occurred in the late 1980s and 1990s with the gradual replacement of bicycles by motorcycles. This shift was driven by several factors, particularly the need to export heavy goods across the borders and the increasing availability of relatively affordable motorcycles imported from India, Japan, and later China. Compared to bicycles, motorcycles offered greater speed and high carrying capacity, making them better suited to both commercial transport and urban mobility demands. Despite this shift, the term Boda Boda persisted as it was used to refer to both the bicycle and motorcycle taxis. From their cross-border origin, motorcycle Boda Bodas rapidly spread into major urban centers across East Africa, such as Kampala and Nairobi. They became a competitive mode of urban transport capable of navigating congested streets and reaching neighborhoods poorly served by other public transport modes. Today, Boda Bodas are a dominant component of urban and peri-urban mobility across East Africa, particularly in Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, South Sudan, and beyond, especially in cities where formal public transport remains limited. Beyond mobility, Boda Bodas play a significant socio-economic role. The sector provides employment for hundreds of thousands of people, particularly young men. In Kampala alone, estimates suggest that more than 350,000 Boda Bodas operate daily. As such, Boda Bodas function simultaneously as vital sources of livelihood and an essential public transport service valued for their availability, affordability, and flexibility. At the same time, the rapid growth of Boda Bodas, as in other parts of Africa, is associated with governance challenges. Operating largely informally, they are often central to regulatory, safety, and political debates in many East African cities. Efforts to restrict or regulate their operations, especially in central business districts, have often met with resistance from operators who depend on the sector for economic survival and social stability. More than 3 decades after their emergence as a transport mode, Boda Bodas remain one of the most resilient and adaptable form of public transport in East Africa. Their evolution from bicycles to motorcycles illustrates how locally rooted mobility practices can scale and transform in response to economic pressure, technological change, and urban growth. As East African cities continue to urbanize, Boda Bodas are likely to remain central to everyday mobility. Therefore, more research, policy, and public attention is required. If you find yourself in East Africa, particularly in Kampala, Kigali, or Nairobi, a Boda Boda may be a public transport option to consider. If you enjoyed this episode of Transport Histories, stay tuned for the next edition. You may also enjoy the previous episode on Benzikin and Okada, the terms used for motorcycle taxis in Cameroon and Nigeria, respectively. Until next time, I am Polycarp Chebe. Stay safe and bye-bye.